3, 2, 1, go!
It went a bit fast, but that was indeed Wolverine splashing in. Earlier on in the episode, we saw the new release X-Men Apocalypse, so it felt appropriate to pay tribute to the mutant hero's very first adventure for this week's all-time classic. Even though technically X-Men is not the first Marvel superhero flick, it did launch a multi-billion-dollar cinematic franchise. Also, it's the film that turned Hugh Jackman from an Australian unknown into a big-time movie star. He impressively made what could have been a dull two-dimensional dude with claws into an iconic hero. Well, with some help from director Bryan Singer.
You give something like the X-Men to Bryan Singer, you have a character-driven piece. And with conflict. He was very keen to really explore character as much as he could, and I'm sure sequels will explore them further. And to explore the world, the conflicts, the political background to this world, the minority issues, all those issues. So I think in the end you get a smart, stylish movie that, as an actor, is a much easier world to step into and give your heart to.
And 3, 2, 1, go!
To get into character, Hugh Jackman took an ice-cold shower every morning. According to the actor, it made him want to scream and lash out, but he had to hold it in so he wouldn't wake up his wife. For Wolvie's iconic weapon of choice, there were 3 types of prosthetic claws created, from plastic, rubber, and steel. In total, over 700 individual blades were used when making the film. While Jackman only had to put his claws on, some of his colleagues had a much harder time getting prepped for the shoots. Especially Rebecca Romijn, who had to spend hours getting her makeup fixed before she looked like Mystique.
I was wearing over 120 prosthetics, like sheets of scales and individual scales, very strategically placed. And then whatever was not covered was painted blue. And as Hallie pointed out the first time she saw it, she goes, "You are totally naked."
It was shocking, but she looked so good, totally naked.
It was,
She looks really
I had some support though. I had them, there were certain parts that were supported.
X-Men made about $300 million, and its success greenlighted the release of many more popular movies. Among them, 5 more X-Men installments, 2 Wolverine spin-offs, and a Deadpool solo film. He also stems from the Mutants universe. The latest addition being X-Men Apocalypse, which has just hit theaters. Sadly, this episode has come to an end. But before we check out what we've got in store for you next week, let's first watch Halle Berry's Storm battle this patriotic table.
And 5,